to the Cup TV, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality. You can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I am your girl, Lana, your resident evil diva, and I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I loves me some tea. Her. I am drinking on some water because hydration is important. And I also have my cup mug because that too is important. And you can get your cup mug at lanagscreation.etsy.com. That link will be in the description below. And we do ship internationally and domestically, so there are no excuses. Get your cup mug, period.
And hello, my name is Jack. I am the resident game designer of the panel, and I would never kiss anyone for strategy. I would kiss them because I'm a hopeless romantic. And I have some lovely energy drink root beer. I'm very surprised. It's good without sacrificing any of the taste. So if they want to sponsor us, they know who they are. But it's really good.
Not energy or drink root beer. Never heard of it, but all right. Well, we are here, and I'm glad you wouldn't kiss anybody for strategy, Jack. That's a little low, I think, unless that person is like, I don't really like them anyway, so it's okay.
As long as both sides are like, yeah, no, this is not for any sort of real reason. We both know what we're doing.
We know what we're doing. This is strictly game and strategy, people. I have a relationship at home, so we are here talking about the snake, episode 5. You would think we would be so much further along in these episodes, but breaks and breaks.
For two seasons, literally, if these two episodes just were back to back, episode 3, 4, 5, we'd be on amazing pace and amazing momentum. But no, we've had two break weeks basically alternating for
Whatever. And I think we might
some
have another
reason.
one. I think there's another one coming, and I'm like, why?
Why?
But why?
Why? They're
I,
they're killing the show for some reason. I don't
for,
get it.
I don't get it. It's a good show, but anyway, we are here talking episode 5 of The Snake, and we're going to get all up in it. But before we do, y'all know what to do. Hit the subscribe button. If this is your first time here and you don't know what to do, look down. The subscribe button is right down there. Click that. Help us out because we're trying to get 1,000 new subscribers by the end of the year. That is our mission. We are constantly cranking out content just so you can always be fed with all of your competitive reality television needs. And we're constantly doing that for you. And that insists of us talking about the snake, Destination X. Big Brother is now in full swing. So we're talking about that 4 nights a week. We also have Project Runway. The new season of Project Runway is starting. We're finishing up our refield. We know we've been a little behind on the refield, but we are going to make sure that by the time the finale, well, but by the time the premiere of Project Runway starts, which is next week, we will have all our finale, all of our season 8 refill episodes done. So we are working hard. We're going to make sure we get that done for you guys and get ready to start our new season of um, Project Runway. And maybe some other shows might come up that might pop up that we might decide, hey, we want to do that too. So just let us know. Let us know in the comments any shows that you know that you think we should cover. Let us know. Let us know. Um, but also follow all of our other pages across the Cup Network. If you're a fan of drag or drag race, at the Cup Pod is the place for you. If you're a fan of Eurovision Song Contest, at the Cup ESC is the place for you. And if you're a fan of WWE Wrestling, at the Cup Ringside is the place for you. All those links will be in the description below in our link tree. Click it, subscribe, because they are also trying to get 1,000 new subscribers by the end of the year. So continue to follow and support us because once you do that, it opens up a lot of doors for us to do some amazing things for you. So we appreciate that. Also, if you need to check us out on the go, our audio podcast links are in the description below. So check that out and follow us over there. Join our Patreon. Follow us on all of our socials at the Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. Now let's get into the snake because, like we said, we had a break and then we came back. We came back, and it was
We
like
came
nothing.
back.
We came back with like nothing left. Nothing happened, and Pastor Jacob was taken out the last time
Taken out,
or walked
half
away.
walked from the game, half was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I know you're going to kill me off anyway, whatever. Which I was happy we were able to talk to him before that happened, at least.
Absolutely. And we're trying to talk to some of the other contestants. So if y'all are watching, hello, hit us up. We want you on the show so we can talk to you about the game. But yeah, Pastor Jacob walked away because writing was on the wall. It's just like, we gotta go. But we found out about the advantage or the disadvantage that Pastor Jacob was going to be able to give someone. Um, and To no one's surprise, I don't know if you were surprised, Jack. I was not.
I think there was an argument for disadvantaging someone, but
Hmm.
Jacob did have a good strategic brain and saw that the correct option here was the one he ended up choosing.
Absolutely. Which he decided to give Derek an advantage in the game in the next challenge. And so everybody was like, oh, yes, that helped. He helped. And it was like, okay, well,
Well, now at the start of every episode, the eliminated player will pass either an advantage or disadvantage on someone. So once again, all of your decisions have consequences. Make sure you know what you're doing. The same spiel we've heard for about 4 episodes.
be nice to people. Now you have to be nice to people on their way out,
Yeah.
I guess. But so Derek gets the advantage, all of that. And people are still trying to figure out, everybody knows what they want to happen. It's like we know we want Derek to lose. Derek is enemy
Yep.
number one. We know we want him to go. Well, that's what the Macho Bracho boys are saying, as Catherine likes to call them. Devontae, Jack, and Brett, they were like, yeah, we got to get him out of here, yada, yada, yada. But then we see something interesting happening because we see a little bond growing between Brett and Derek. Like they work out together, and Brett is like, I mean, look here. Jack has Mac. Devontae has Amanda. Who do I have if
Mm-hmm.
if something goes down? And he was like, I mean, Derek is not a bad dude. We were just not on the same side from the very beginning. But I don't know. I feel like maybe, possibly, for a little bit, I might be able to work with Derek. And me personally was like, oh, Brett is smarter than he looks.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, it's like, okay, if Derek goes, then this connection gets burned and Brett looks for another person.
Mm-hmm.
If it doesn't, though, at least Brett is in a good spot with someone on the other side, like Jack has with McLean.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's not a bad idea, all things considered.
No, it's definitely not. I think it's actually pretty smart myself because if the person who is gunning for your group is coming for you and you know they're coming, at least make it where you're not the first choice to go.
Mm-hmm.
And that is what Brett was doing. He was like, I know he's going to come for us, but he probably won't come for me before he come for the other two. So if I can just manage to work that connection for a few more weeks, maybe we can get to the place where he won't even come for me. Maybe he'll want to work with me. And so I was like, I see you, Brett. I see you. I see how your mind is working. And I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like it. But we then see, do we go to the challenge from here? Because I don't
I
know.
believe so, because all the other things revolve around what happens post Snake
Post,
declaring, I
yeah,
believe.
absolutely. So we do go to the challenge and we find out that, well, everybody is to pick a partner and they pick their partners. And the partnership pretty much was like, well, John and Christine partner together, Jordan and Catherine, Frank and Alyssa, McLean and Jack, Devontae and Amanda, and Brett and Derek.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay. So they all find out that their pairings are not their partners, but their opponents. And everybody's like, oh, okay, well,
Okay. Yeah, whatever. I
okay.
mean,
Well.
honestly, very predictable at this
Mm-hmm.
point.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh yeah, no, we haven't talked about anything. Just pick a partner really quick.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to randomly assign them like last time. No, you get to pick. We're not going to do anything sneaky. Oops, we did something sneaky.
That's just how the cookie crumbles in these games because everything's so unpredictable
Yep.
or very predictable, however you want to look at it. So they are going to get on this crane, get lifted up 50 feet in the air, and they have to cross a balance beam with an obstacle in the way. And if they and whoever pulls the rope, dropping their opponent into the water first, wins. And that's literally the whole game.
It's they literally just took a small page out of the challenge and were like, yeah, just throw them up on a balance beam really high for a moment. It'll be fine.
Right. And they do that. Um, they go into their pairs, they go and do their thing. Some people are scared of heights. Some people are like, oh my God, I'm crapping my pants right now. And some people are like, we just got to get it done. And so the four people who get it done the fastest, I'm just going to go there because really, we don't have to go through
Oh
everybody.
yeah. It's
The four,
like, oh great, we play it in pairs and whoever loses doesn't have a shot. Yeah, that was going to be the case anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
right. So the four people who do it in the fastest amount of time is Jack, Amanda, John, and Derek. Because Derek's advantage in this game was he didn't have an obstacle. He just had a straight shot across the balance beam to get it. But do you think Derek won because of that? No. Derek won because Brett overshot his target and he jumped to grab the rope and completely missed it, and Derek got it first.
Okay.
That was it. Amanda ate. Uh, well, Derek is a snake.
Derek is a snake. Yeah. I mean, it's honestly, I was surprised that they even like held it for suspense for even like a moment. We just kind of like, oh yeah, so the four people who had a shot, one of them didn't have an obstacle in the way and could run fully. The others kind of had to maneuver around it for a second. Even if Brett kind of was barely there. It was
Yeah,
either Brett or Derek. Brett screwed it up. Derek wins.
yeah, absolutely. But Amanda kind of ate too, though.
Oh yeah.
She told Devontae up. Devontae didn't have a chance. He couldn't even get off the rails before she was winning. But um, so uh, Derek is a snake. We go back to the house, and he immediately pulls John and is like, "Hey, listen." Well, he talks to Frank first, and Frank is like, "Hey, we know what we need to do. We need to break up these boys. Um, we have to make sure that They are the last ones standing, da da da, and we just got to make sure we do it right. And Derek is like, absolutely, we gonna make this plan work. So his plan goes, and they were like, Christine doesn't feel important in this game, so we need to make her feel like she's important. Blah blah blah. So they pull John, and they know John is new. He doesn't really have any connections. He knows he's on the chopping block, if you know, whatever. And so they're like, hey, listen, if I say I want to save you first, I want to work with you. I want to, rock with you. And John's like, yeah, that'd be great. He was like, if you save me, save whoever you want me to save. And he was like, yeah, I want you to save Christine. And so he was like, yeah, sure, save Christine. Even though John does not want to save Christine, which I'm like, okay.
I can't understand it why Christine and John aren't working more closely together. It's like, oh yeah, the two people fully on the outs who were dropped into this game late. Yeah, there's no need for them to work together. It's not like anyone else is trying to pull them into anything. Oh, no one is.
But John is like, she has no capital, no no social capital, so therefore he doesn't really feel the need to work with her. I'm like, well, she can't gain cap, just like you can't gain social capital if you don't do nothing. Like, okay, well, whatever. Um, but he was like, I'll do Christine. So then Derek goes and pulls Christine and was like, hey, John is going to save you. If you will then save Amanda, and you can use this excuse like Amanda saved you last week, you want to repay the favor. And Christine was like, yeah, sure. So then they were like, went to Amanda and was like, Amanda, you then save Frank. And then they would go Frank and then Alyssa and then, plus, whatever, however it flows, the boys will still end up in the bottom. And um, she's like, yeah, yeah. But then she's like, I don't know if I should stick with the pact that I have with Derek, or do I go with the boys because I'm now growing closer and closer to Devontae. And I was like,
He's not going to
mm.
support you over his
I
boys.
was like,
Just
it's going
drop
to.
him.
I was like, it's gonna always be bros before hoes. Like you know this, you know these boys. And he
And
gonna do that, even though you're not a hoe girl. I'm not calling you a hoe girl because I'm not. You're not. But that's yeah, I know. But I
it
was like,
just.
oh, I was getting into it. She was like, I work with the boys? Do I work with Derek? Blah blah blah. And she went back and forth, and she was like, I just have to think about this because it's going to hinge on me. Devontae was talking to Brett, and he was like, Brett was like, you got to kiss her, dude. You got like, and I'm like, do you think women are that weak minded where a little kiss is going to make us go, I'm only going to vote for this boy now?
I mean, it worked with McLean.
It works with
So,
Matt. Yeah.
like,
I mean, I
on one
get it.
hand, yes.
Yeah.
On the other hand,
Ew.
that's a lawyer compared to a cheerleader. As much as I love the both of them, one of them is much more easily swayed by that argument.
Yes. I mean, one of them is just too far gone. Too far gone. I just can't.
Too far gone.
Too far gone. I can't even tell her to stand up anymore. I'm like, girl, you just ugh. Because when it comes down to it, he's not picking you in the end. He's
Mm-hmm.
not. He's not gonna pick you. But um, he. So Devontae like, if I gotta do it, I gotta do it. I'm gonna make her just goo goo gaga. It heals for me, and that she was going to give me everything I want because I kissed her. And he does. He goes and asks for a kiss, and she's like a small one. And he kisses her. She's like,
Aw,
oh,
how
sweet.
sweet.
I'm like,
Anyway, throw him out the door. We're done.
right. It's just like, ugh. So
I got a
they,
man at home.
which was so funny to me because, baby. So at first, I'm gonna say the editors, y'all got me. Y'all got because I was like getting very annoyed with Amanda. I was like, okay, She gonna
This
do
is a
this.
lot.
This is so much. This is so much. But we get to the ceremony because that is where I want to go. Because that's where
Yes.
this is what made me my day. We start the chain off just like they said they were gonna do it. Derek picks John, John picks Christine, Christine picks Amanda. And I was like,
Come on.
Amanda, Amanda girl. And then we see Amanda go, I'm gonna pick someone who's been so nice to me since day one. And Devontae was like, I knew it. I knew it. Being nice to her since day one, paying off. I'm gonna get picked with my boys. We gonna stay. And she says, I'm picking Frank. And he said, and I said,
Hmm.
I was like, yes, girl. I
Uh,
doubted you for a second. I did. I doubted you for a second, and you made me eat my words. I take it all back. I take it all back.
it was so good.
And
Just
then to see the flashback when she was talking to Derek was like, "Oh, I have no romantic interest in that man. I have a boyfriend at
uh,
home." I was like,
I love it here. I love it
lo-
here.
loved it so much. Oh yeah, I loved it so much. I was just like, "Oh, I love this. I love it so much. I love it so much." And then, so then she picks Frank. Frank picks Alyssa. Alyssa picks Catherine. And baby, here we go again. Because Catherine,
Uh,
Catherine has been promising Devontae all day, I will pick you. I will pick you. I will pick you. And Jack even tried to get in there and she was like, I already promised Devontae I will pick him. And I can't go back on my word. I will pick him. And Jack is like, okay, crap. So Devontae was like, screw Amanda. That shawty, she just dead to me. Screw her, I don't care. She better, because Catherine got my back. I knew trying to stack the deck was going to work. Catherine got my back. Screw Amanda. And Catherine says, it's five people down there who I really love and I like being here and playing this game with, but I have to go with my heart. I picked Jordan. And I was like,
I love it here.
I loved it. I love. Oh, did I love it or did I love it? Oh, I loved it.
I
I
will
loved it.
say, I'm a little confused why the chain was necessarily Alyssa saving Catherine and
Hmm.
then Catherine saving the other half, Jordan, versus the other way around.
Right.
In my mind, it would have made sense to throw Catherine down more because down one more since she's working closely with the boys, and no matter
Hmm.
what, then even if it's the bottom two, you can still save McLean at the very end and you can
Hmm.
guarantee someone going out
Hmm.
versus Jordan, who's 100% on your side. And if it ends up being McLean versus Jordan, that's really, really bad.
Right.
But it worked out in the end. That's like the only question mark I have in my head of why that.
Order.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. But then Jordan, of course, picks McLean. And then, of course, McLean picks Jack, leaving Brett and Devontae in the bottom. And I
Mm-hmm.
was like, and here is where Brett and his connection with Derek is going to pay off.
Uh huh.
Because in the end, out of a lot of people talking and Catherine trying to plead a case for Devontae for some trying to save face. Um and then Brett and Devontae trying to plead their case. Eh, In the end, Derek decides to pick Devontae to go and Devontae is eliminated, y'all.
Yeah. I mean, this did feel like the obvious conclusion where it was like, yeah, he's I mean, he was the one who directly declared war against Derek. Like,
You literally
if anyone's
lied.
going to get shot at here, it's unfortunately going to be Devontae just for being the head of it all, even though it's probably Jack who's the real head and
Mhm.
has a deeper connection outside it.
The whole
But
thing, the fact that Devontae was the one who literally lied and said he would pick Derek and then didn't,
mm,
causing Derek being at risk possibly to go home. Yeah, it was time for
phew.
Derek to get his lick back.
I will note that this at least gives us a lot more to work with in future rounds. We have that kind of structure. Well, first off, thankfully, we didn't just have the people who were not at that initial dinner being in power.
Hmm.
All of them saved each other, and now it's the ones who were in power the whole time being on the bottom, which, oh, that's so much more
Yeah,
satisfying.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But now seemingly the game is going to actually break up with Jack and Brett now being pulled in different directions. I want to see this game not be so two-sided of, well, there's the dinner people and the not dinner people, and we've been here since episode 1.
Hmm.
Let's do something different, but we'll ultimately see. I am hoping that next week is still different, but
Yes, me too. We shall see. We did see in the previews that it is going to be a like a black box type of situation where
buried
buried
alive.
alive type
Once
deal
again, not beating the proto fear factor
or
allegations.
challenge
Like,
allegations because we've seen it all, but it's okay. It's okay.
yeah, what can you do?
Same script, different font, but we enjoyed this font too. So we'll see what happens with that. I'm excited. We'll be back. They'll be back next week, hopefully. So we'll be back next week to talk about the episode 6 of The Snake. Um, join us next week. Hit the subscribe button on your way out because that's all we got. We really ain't got nothing else to talk about. So subscribe to this channel, subscribe to all of our other channels. All the links will be in the description below. You can follow us on our audio podcast link, which will be in the description below as well. Join our Patreon. I glitched for a second. I don't even know. Join our Patreon for early access and exclusive content. Follow us on all of our socials at The Cut Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. You can follow Jack and myself on those same platforms if you'd like. And you can get your merch at lanascreations.etsy.com. And on that note, y'all, we're gonna go because we got more content to give you guys, so we're gonna go do that. But you just click on the next video and continue to watch and support, and we will appreciate that very much. So until next time, cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
Bye.